Hey, welcome to Stamping with Melva. My name is Melva Peters, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada. And today I'm here to show you, I am so excited. I have been waiting for my Calming Camellia stamp to arrive. This stamp is only available when you place a qualifying order. So in Canada, that order is $375. And so if you host a party, that's a great way to get this. But it's it is just the most amazing stamp, and I can't wait to play with it. I've been seeing some amazing projects online, and so today is my turn. It's so brand new. I actually just took it out of the package and put it on a block getting ready for this. I haven't even got my labels on. Hey, Nancy, welcome. So I'm really excited to show you this. Yeah, it's just stunning. So I'm going to use a technique that I love to do. I don't know exactly what this technique is called. I call it, pop and color or something like that, because I'm going to stamp, and I realized I have to grab my Versamark. I'm going to stamp the image in Versamark, and then I'm going to use embossing powder, and then I'm going to use my blending brushes to apply color around it. So it's actually not the stamp that's going to be colored. It's going to be the image around it that's going to get colored. I love this technique. I've used it before, and this card just seems to be the right technique, at least for my first card. So let me switch over to my desktop and we will get started. And I'm going to quickly grab the Versamark that I forgot. All right. That's the stamp set. As I said, it literally has just arrived onto my craft table. And I've taken this out so the glare is gone, but isn't this just a stunning? My mom and dad had a pink camellia bush on the back of our house that just bloomed like crazy every spring. And I love it. Deborah, welcome from Australia. Wow. And Darlene, you're from, I'm guessing, I think Las Vegas, but I may have that wrong, Darlene. You can correct me. Great sentiments with this, a birthday, just some really nice sentiments. It's the little things in life. It's the little things that make life great. Just, yeah, some really pretty sentiments. And then this smaller one with just the leaves. Okay, great. All right, so I decided this needed to be bright colors. So I'm going to make two cards. This is polished pink, and one is in gorgeous grape. So I've cut two pieces of cardstock. These are 5.5 by 8.5. These are going to be my card bases. So we will quickly score this. So I don't know. Oh, hello, Oma from Louisiana. So do you have camellias in, I'm sure you must have them where you live. You can let me know if you do or not. But if you don't, oh my gosh, you're missing out. They're just so stunning in the spring when they come out in bloom. All right, I'm going to fold my card bases. I've scored them. This is the raised side. So I always say I score or fold into the mountain. So that's the little raised line that you get when you score. So that's my gorgeous grape. This is my polished pink. Those aside. Oh, you're blooming already. Oh gosh. Well, we're just getting rid of snow, Alma, but it's a lot warmer where you are. All right. I've got two pieces of basic white. I've cut these 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I just want to show a little bit more of the card base for each. So on one, I'm going to stamp. I'll do one at a time. That's probably better. So I'm going to ink up the big stamp. You can see I don't even have my label on it yet. I was so excited to actually get to use this. Hey, Tamarash, welcome. Okay, so I'm inking up this with Versamark. If you haven't played with embossing powder, you need Versamark, which is kind of like a glue. They call it a watermark stamp pad, but it's really like a glue or an adhesive. So I'm just going to stamp this. Try to get it centered. I'm going to stamp it closer to the top. And you won't be able to see this because it literally is, it's just a glue. And so it's pretty clear. Now I keep my embossing powder in a container just because I like to be able to do what I'm doing as opposed to getting it all over the place. I still manage to get the powder all over the place, but hey Dawn, welcome. All right, so and again, I'm not sure you can see, oh dear, have I frozen? No, there, the image on there. Oh, there you go. So you can see I have stamped it with Versamark and then applied the embossing powder. Now I'm going to repeat that while I have the embossing powder out. So I'm just going to ink up my stamp pad and stamp again. Pressing down so I get that adhesive applied. And then my embossing powder. So we have 6 different colors of embossing powder in the Stampin' Up. They come in packages of 3 different colors. So you can get the basic one, which has clear, white, and black. And then the metallic one has silver, gold, and copper. So like I said, I have a different container for each. Now I'm going to bring in my heat tool. It's going to be a little bit noisy. I'll try to talk a little bit louder. And my take your pick tool, because I'm going to hold this down and hopefully not burn my fingers. You want this on the highest temperature. There are 2 settings on the heat tool. And I'm just going to hold it over the image until you start to see it go shiny. It's dull and matte until it starts to melt. And then, there we go. Then you can start moving it around your image. It just takes a minute for the heat tool to warm up. And then just kind of move it around until you've got the entire image, the powder on the entire image melted. You could do this with clear as well. I'm doing it with white, but you could do this with the clear embossing powder as well, this technique. All right, so that's one. And now where's my other one? It won't take this one. The heat tool stays heated up, so it should start melting right away for the second one. There we go. So if you see any of your stamped image that is still kind of on the dull side, matte finish, it's not cooked yet. So you need to just put some more heat on it and get all of that powder melted over your image. All right, there we go. Okay, so I didn't burn my fingers. That's good. Okay, so let's do the Gorgeous Grape one first. Oh gosh, it's blurry there. I don't know what that was. Okay, now I've got my blending brush. I've got a brand new blending brush. What is going on here with my camera is all blurry, and I'm sorry about that. Why is it doing that? I'm just gonna see if it will refocus itself. There we go. Okay, hopefully that has not been like that the whole time. I just looked up. I have a brand new blending brush. These are just so lovely. If you don't have these are the finest bristles. It's not sponge, and they do wash out. So here's one that I have been using for a while that needs to be washed. I've used this on purple and on the pink. Actually, I'm going to use that one because I've got purple on it. It needs to be washed out, but it doesn't really spread the ink all over anyway. So I'm just going to take some of my Gorgeous Grape, just pick some of this up and just start to go over the image. And you will start to see the magic happen where this stunning, stunning image starts to appear. And you can go as dark or as light. You can see I've kind of got some dark spots. It's kind of sponging in a circular motion. And there's my Camellia image that shows. I'm not going to do any more than that. I'm just going to really let this image show. I'm going to stamp a sentiment on this. But let's do the same with polished pink and see how that shows up. Now, I just re-inked my ink pads last weekend, so this one's not quite as dark, but that's okay. I just love this technique. Just, it will pick up. Now, you might want to actually take, I don't know that I have I do actually have a baby wipe. This is a dry baby wipe. Because this is like a resist technique, and that's probably the right name for it, I'm just going to take a baby wipe and rub over it so that I pick up any of the ink that is maybe sitting on top of the embossed image. Not too bad. All right, those are really pretty. Okay, and then I've got, yes, I embossed the original image using Versamark and clear or white embossing powder, and then just sponged over it. So I grabbed the happy birthday stamp. So let's just make sure, because I haven't even got a label on it. Oh, yeah, I've got it going the right way. That's always a good thing. And let's just put happy birthday on the bottom of these. So that will go on this one. So let's just take, yes, this is such an easy, really an easy technique because embossing is not that difficult. It's probably a casual technique. I'm not sure, beginners, you may not have embossing powder, but if you've never played with embossing powder, oh my gosh, you will absolutely love it. There we go. Put this one on. Make sure the card's opening the right way. It'll be the first time that I adhered the front image on the wrong way. Okay, now I've got 2 pieces of basic white cardstock. I hope this is cut the right. I'm going to have to trim this. I thought these were cut 4 inches by 5 1/4, but they're actually not. So I'm going to trim these pieces. These are for the inside of the card. So I'm trimming these to 4 inches by 5 1/4. Oh, sorry. Okay, and what I'm going to do on the inside is I'm going to stamp this leaf image, and so I'm going to stamp it first in polished pink. I'm going to stamp off because that's quite dark, and I don't want it so dark. I just want a bit of an image on the inside. Let's clean that. Just cleaning it with this baby wipe that I've got so that I can re-ink it and stamp it in Gorgeous Grape. Stamp off so I don't get such a dark image. Okay, now these can go on the inside of the card. Now, one thing I'm noticing is I probably should have got some the adhesive, the glue, a little closer to the edges on the front. When you emboss, sometimes because of the heat, the edges of your cardstock will curl a little bit, and that's what's happening here. So I'm probably going to go and use some glue dots before I ever send these out and just get these stuck down well. That's just happens from heating the cardstock up. This polished pink is pretty close to the color of my mom and dad's Camellia that used to be in the backyard. And then the last thing is I grabbed some of the pastel pearls. They just seem like it's the right color. So I'm going to add some pastel pearls in. So I'll do the purple ones. Like that. And then the pink ones for the, oops, on the polished pink. There we go. Just to finish it off and give a little bit of embellishment. All right, you're going to want to get your hands on this Calming Camellia stamp set because it is just so pretty. You're going to love it. All right. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, if you missed some of it, just let me know. Leave a comment under the video. I'm happy to answer them. Don't forget, if you're coming in through YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. If you're coming in through Facebook, you're already getting my notifications, but there's actually no way to notify on YouTube that I'm going live. So that way, the way to do it is subscribe, and then you'll get notified. All right, I hope you enjoyed those. I hope you play along. And if you don't have this stamp set, you want to add it to your wish list. You can use this this technique with any stamp set. Maybe the bigger the image, the better, but you can use this technique with the embossing powder on anything like this. So, all right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back on Tuesday night at 6:30 Pacific with a sketch challenge if you'd like to join me then. Happy stamping. Have a great day. Bye.